let's get a good sip off of this water. I know how it tastes. I just figured I'd let you know if anybody's interested. I know water's not really available in certain areas, just like supermarkets, you know, they change everywhere and you might not even hear of something out here. But there's the composites. It's got a pH balance of 7.2, which is really good. The only thing that I can't complain. I mean, the stuff is delicious, but the only other stuff that I can say that has a higher pH balance, which is just as good, really, is the stuff from Iceland. Oh yeah. Yeah, check that stuff out. I guess it has a pH balance of, I think, like 8. And talking about those water filters real quick, I haven't done any research, but I know that having alkaline water is extremely important because your body in an acidic environment is when bacteria thrives. That's when illness becomes a problem. Just think about, you know, eating tons and tons of processed food, and these sugars and starches, they're already broken down. So what happens is that when they're inside of your body, they're already on a roll, and they've already started to break down. That's why processed foods are so bad for your teeth. I mean, just, you know, eat stuff out of a box or a bag for a day, and at the end of the day, you look in your mirror, or you just get that feeling on your teeth, and that's because the stuff has already been broken down. And from what I was watching on a video the other day, is that cooked foods in particular have had their enzymes taken out of them. This is a really nice view, so I'm just gonna let us get this for a second. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could do this every day, but this is today, folks. This is just today, and this will never be the same. It'll never ever be the same. The universe is constantly changing and evolving. Things are constantly broken down and built over and over and over again. And that is just astounding. So, cooked foods, because they're at a certain temperature, have had their enzymes broken down, and your body needs enzymes to recognize what to do with the food. For example, if you cook an apple and you eat it, it on average is going to take you, look at those ducks, it's going to take you 4 hours to get it out of your body. If you don't cook the apple, it takes 40 minutes, believe it or not. Now, I don't have anything to back this up. I mean, I just watch videos, but think about it. Live enzymes inside of living fruit. I mean, come on. That doesn't make any more sense than that. You cook this stuff and the enzymes are going to be all gone. Some people say if you cook your food, you get more nutrients out of it. But if we were supposed to be eating cooked food, then why isn't it cooked when we pick it off the tray? Some foods, I'm not going to tell you don't cook them, because sometimes there's, you know, certain ingredients in food that you might not want to eat because you haven't built a resistance, like, you know, like certain toxins, things like that. It's almost like boiling impurities out of water. But for the most part, if you're a healthy person and you've built a resistance, then you should be able to eat a lot of stuff. What else are we talking about? Oh my gosh, back to goodness. I don't know how we got there. If I watched the video, I'd know. But guess what? I'm recording, so I don't. Anyway, I guess that's about as much as I would do today, for goodness. I took a phone call, as you know. One of my very good friends, he just got out of work, and he likes to go hiking a lot. Oh my gosh, what? Just walking past, like, you ever just walk past something and then you stop and you're like, oh my gosh, that's happening right now? Doesn't look that close. It's almost like the mirror effect when you're in a car, you know? Things are closer than they appear. It's just amazing to see this kind of stuff happen. But, just like when I started the video, I kind of passed by something I just wanted to mention. So I went back to the top of the hill to start the video, and these mushrooms, talking about mushrooms, I was watching a video the other day of what's called the turkey tail mushrooms, and they grow on trees, and sometimes mushrooms are, they're hard to distinguish from other ones, but it's been said that they have extremely high quality antiseptics, antibiotics. You make teas out of these things, and it gets your immune system going. And there was another kind of mushroom, it grows on birch trees. Coincidentally, I was actually watching another video on how to tap birch trees to get the sap, because it tastes good. It has its own taste apart from maple. But anyway, antibiotics, antiseptics, it gets the immune system working. And even if somebody had autoimmune and they were overreacting to, any kind of pathogens that were let into their body, how autoimmune breaks down whatever, it doesn't bother to look at which ones are good and which ones are bad. It just destroys things. And I guess mushrooms also, certain types of mushrooms also help people who don't have much of an immune system. So for anybody interested in that, be very careful. Obviously do your research. I just figured I'd say that. But yeah, that's it. It's just like when I freestyle, I just look at the stuff around me. I don't think. I just try to make relations, It's just like conversation. Freestyling is like conversation. You just gotta work off of what you're handed. Who knows what's the next thing somebody's gonna say to you? And that's one good reason why I cherish meeting new people. It's just an amazing interaction. You learn new things, and you have more of an understanding of culture and the way that people see life, as opposed to, I don't know, something that you might have just kept in your head for a while just because you've been doing this for so long. You've been doing the same thing for so long, and somebody else comes from another part of the world where that's not even a thing. Hey, it's a good time to sit down. A. I'm not Canadian, so I'm not going to do that again. That was probably terrible. A is for automobiles today. And as much as we've gone through nature, it is time for some fun facts. The reason I love automobiles is because, well, first off, it's engineering, It takes intuition to advance in any kind of field. It takes values. It takes a lot of the things that I was mentioning. But today, I just have a list of fun facts, and because I'm so deeply in love with cars, anybody who's interested will really appreciate what I've got here for you. And strangely, somebody's just pulled over on the side of the road. I hope they're not going to ask what the heck I'm doing. This is like public property, so yeah. Where's my list of stuff? You know what? It's right there. So, I just figured I'd mention a few cool things on my research. I do play video games, and I try to tell myself that I play them for inspiration and things like that. So sometimes I'll just like, I mean, I'll be honest, on Gran Turismo, if you go and look at the description of the cars, you can learn a lot about the history of the car or the maker. And the new Gran Turismo 6 has like 1,200 cars. Not even kidding. So